What's up, Cornhole fans? This is Trey Ryder with the ACL, and this is Cornhole 101. All right, Cornhole fans, let's look at the main different types of shots in the game of Cornhole. For years and years, they were really only viewed as 4 traditional shots in Cornhole, but here, coming out of the 2020 year, a new shot has been really invented and created, so we're gonna cover that one as well. We'll get to that in a minute. 5 main shots in Cornhole. We'll start with the most basic shot, and that is the slide shot. In the slide shot, a player is going to attempt to throw what we call a flat bag, a bag that is parallel to the ground in its rotation, similar to a disc or a frisbee as it travels through the air. It will hit the bottom half of the board and then slide up the board. That momentum will push it up and hopefully into the hole. The second main shot is trying to combat the slide shot. That is the block. The block shot is a shot thrown similar to the slide shot, but instead of going all the way up and into the hole, a player is going to attempt to have the bag stop before the hole, creating an obstruction for a traditional slide shot to go up the board and into the hole. So, if you're a player that sees a block shot and wants to go through it with your bag, what do? We execute the third shot in Cornhole, that is the push shot. A push shot, again, thrown very similarly to the slide shot, but oftentimes on the slick side of the two-sided bag, will push the blocker up and into the hole, possibly having the thrown bag follow in with it. A difficult shot in Cornhole that requires a lower trajectory and often a higher velocity on the throw. On the fourth shot in Cornhole, we call it the money maker here. It is the AIRMAIL shot. Oftentimes, if a blocker sits in front of the hole and a player does not want to go through the bag but would rather go over the bag, leaving the blocker in place, a player will choose to throw an AIRMAIL, a bag that goes directly into the hole without touching any portion of the board. The most difficult shot in Cornhole. If you can master it, you're well on your way to become an ACL pro. The fifth and final shot of the game of Cornhole is the flop or roll shot. Now, many Cornhole diehards will argue that there are many small variations to this shot that can call it a bunch of different names, but in essence, they all accomplish the same goal. The flop or roll shot involves a blocker bag that is sitting in the center of the board, and instead of trying to go through it with a push shot or over it with an AIRMAIL, we're actually going to roll over or flop over the bag. It requires having the bag landing before the blocker bag, making contact with that blocker bag, and rolling over, or like we said, flopping over and into the hole. It requires different wrist action, different angles to release the bag, but if you can master it like some of the greats like Eric Davis, Noah Wooten, or Tony Smith, you are well on your way again to becoming an ACL pro. Those are the 5 main shots in Cornhole. Try them out on a board near you, and like I said, we'll see you in the ACL Pro Division in no time.